So how exactly did we get from this to this in 6 months? Well, for that story, we gotta go back to the year 2017, or 2016. Was it 2015 maybe? Whatever year it was. That was when I heard the words that would set my life on a path that I never could have seen coming. I was talking to someone, I forget who, recounting my last harrowing experience skiing as a teenager. It was a tale filled with twists, not enough turning, trauma, and suspense. I was around 14 years old and I had gone to the local ski hill with my youth group. Everyone was excited and feeling pretty great. We all went into the ski lodge where they got their skis and I got mine. And we all headed out to the slopes together. Of course they gave me tips like, do the pizza if you want to slow down, before turning around to leave me behind. I should mention this was probably my second or third time ever skiing in my life. The first rundown took me a while because of how many times I had to walk back up the hill to retrieve my skis, but eventually I made it to the chairlift. On my second run down the same green slope, everything was going fine until I forgot how to turn, I think right around here. Not like I really knew how to turn properly in the first place. And plowed straight into a ditch filled with deep, powdery snow. And here's where the trauma begins. My skis were stuck in that snow, and I couldn't reach the latch on the back of the binding to unclip the boot from the skis through all that snow. I tried and tried so hard for so long to free myself from the firm grip of the soft snow, with the help of one of my other friends who had found his way to the same ditch shortly after I did. Time dragged on, existence became meaningless, and I started to think about how I was going to leave behind a message for my family and friends. I was stuck in that ditch for what felt like hours, but what was probably 30 to 45 minutes, before my friend and I miraculously managed to get our boots out of our skis, climb out of the ditch, put our skis back on, and make our way down to the chairlift. When I had finished my story, the next words the listener said changed my life forever. If you can skate really well, you should have no problem with skiing. Now I need to clarify, when they said that, they were talking about ice skating. So exactly how did this change my life? Well, from then I started ice skating more regularly. I would go to the indoor rink at my university and skate about once a week. After I graduated, I bought myself some secondhand ice skates that ended up being too big for me, sold them, and got myself some brand new skates that still ended up being a little bit too big for me. At this point, I was hitting the ice about once a week. I continued my weekly ice skating during the winter months of 2017 and 2018. And occasionally in the summer I bust out the trusty K2 Mach 90s. And then came the summer of 2019.
Ready? Jasper, ready? Let's go. I put one out for the social media. David hanging out backwards. David doing this thing. It's a great day. This is a little scary. We're under a bridge right now. Cars passing above us. Did you find a way yet? Alright, wait, give me the bottle, Let's go. It works!
Oh, what?
It works! This is really dangerous that I'm making a post while doing this, but yeah. Oh geez.
By this time, something in me had clicked to recognize that my ice skating in the winter and my rollerblading in the summer could kind of complement and feed off of each other. You know, whatever I could do to prepare myself for my next encounter with skiing. One particularly memorable time I went out for a skate, I stopped in this beautiful garden area along a bike path to take a break. I sat down on one of the benches and when I looked up, I noticed this guy who was on rollerblades just like I was, who was skating backwards so fast and so smooth, and I was amazed. I thought to myself, wow, he's really good. And I began from there to test my skills going backwards, or fakie as I now know it to be called, every time I went out skating, both on the summer paths or on the winter ice. One fine evening in 2019, I went out skating and ended up in the area where I saw that guy the previous year who'd been skating backwards really fast, Mr. Fakie Speeder, let's call him. I found a nice spot in the area where I could practice my turning, my cornering, edges, balance, and going fakie too. The solid structures made for excellent obstacles to avoid, and the curves between them were fun to carve around. I made the spot a regular training area anytime I went skating, and I began to see some improvements in my skating. Another day in 2019 when I went out skating, a lot of my stories kind of start this way. I got to my usual spot to practice my drills, and I noticed the guy there who was on rollerblades too. He was looking a little bit wobbly on his feet, kind of like a baby deer. And I saw him looking at me out of the corner of his eye, but I wasn't there to make friends that day. I was just there on business. I got to the spot, I did my drills, and I headed out. A couple days later, I went back to the same spot, and wouldn't you know it, Mr. Bambi on Wheels was there again. This time, I decided to strike up a conversation with him. We got to talking, and ladies and gentlemen, that is how I met the single most influential person in my blading journey, the one who I would forever refer to as my blading boyfriend. Hey there, Editor Ben here. If you made it this far in the video, I just really want to say thank you for watching my video. I honestly really have no idea how I'm putting these together or how the format's supposed to go. I'm just kind of trying a couple different things. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it entertaining. Hope you found it somewhat insightful. I decided to split this episode up into 2 parts because I guess I put too much into it all at once. Part 2 hopefully won't take me as long to push out, but thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like it. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below if you have any tips, questions, any comments to say. If you got something nice or something mean, please don't be mean. But if you got something nice to say, just drop it down in the comments below. If you got something else to say, you can drop it down in the comments below as well. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for your support. I cannot believe my first video got over 2,000 views in the first 2 weeks and over 200 subscribers off my first video. For those of you who subscribed, you liked my video, you commented, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have no idea what I'm doing with this channel, but I hope you guys are willing to follow me along for the ride, and hope you get out to skate soon. Hope you have a fantastic skate session, and I guess this is how I'm going to be ending all the videos from now. So, happy blading, everybody. Let's go, let's go. One more for good luck.